You hear people say, well, I love Jesus, I don't like the church. I was wounded by the church.
Algunas personas tienden a separar su relación personal con Jesucristo de la pertenencia a una iglesia. Esto puede deberse a malas experiencias previas en la iglesia o a un deseo de mantener su fe como un asunto estrictamente personal. La cultura actual en la que vivimos valora la privacidad y el aislamiento, y esto ha influido en muchos profesantes dentro del cristianismo. La relación personal con Jesucristo y la salvación individual son aspectos cruciales de la fe cristiana, pero debido a la gran apostasía que hay dentro del cristianismo, muchas personas prefieren mantener su cristianismo en un plano muy personal, debido a esas experiencias negativas que han tenido en diferentes congregaciones.
There appears to be some kind of a distinction, some kind of a line drawn between being a quote-unquote Christian, having a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and necessarily belonging to a church. You hear people say, well, I love Jesus, I don't like the church. I was wounded by the church, I had a bad experience in the church, and so I'm content to have my relationship with Christ be very personal. That's pretty common. And also in the culture that we live, where people want their privacy and they want a certain degree of isolation, there is a real trend, even in the church growth area, where people are saying that if you want to grow your church, you have to provide for people the opportunity to be anonymous.
Hoy por hoy existen muchas congregaciones que están resaltando un enfoque inusual hacia la iglesia, donde se está promoviendo la idea de que las personas deben asistir a la iglesia pero al mismo tiempo mantenerse en el anonimato. En otras palabras, promueven un tipo de libertinaje dentro de la iglesia. Esto por supuesto va en contra del propósito tradicional de la iglesia, de cómo debe funcionar la iglesia de Cristo, que es fomentar la comunidad, la comunión y la participación activa de los creyentes en su fe en Cristo Jesús, crecer espiritualmente y en la palabra de Dios. Hoy por hoy la iglesia moderna quiere ser amigable y hospitalitaria, pero al mismo tiempo busca el anonimato. No promueve un compromiso del cristiano junto con la iglesia local. Este enfoque de iglesia moderna parece centrarse en la comunidad individual y la privacidad en lugar de la interacción y el crecimiento espiritual compartido que se fomenta en la comunidad de creyentes. La cultura contemporánea que ama, valora la privacidad, está influyendo en la percepción de la iglesia y la fe.
Of all things, a website that talks about church growth and church leadership. And here is a section out of this article. It says this: after several failed attempts at finding the right church, my sister, the writer says, who is approaching her 30s, shared with me that she longs to become a part of a church that is friendly and hospitable to all people, regardless of where they come from or what they've been through. But she wants her church also to foster a sense of anonymity, meaning she wants to be welcomed and made to feel at home, and then she wants to be able to hide, to be anonymous, or free to go at her own pace or sink into the rhythm and practices of the church. She longs for anonymity. He goes on, in the same way that everyone must be welcomed, recognized, and made to feel at home, churches and their leaders must also cultivate a feeling of anonymity within the environment. A key to facilitating anonymity is preserving a sense of personal privacy within the worshiping congregation. People must be made to feel comfortable in worship by thinking that nobody is watching. And so he makes this suggestion. One of the easiest ways congregations can seek to create the sense of anonymity is by taking measures to dim the sanctuary lights, so that visibility within the congregation is reduced. In a low-lit sanctuary, worship participants can experience an environment where one might feel free to cry or laugh or sing or even fall asleep without the fear of everyone noticing, including the pastor. I notice. What kind of crazy approach to church is that? Come to the church so you can be anonymous? That defies the very purpose of the church. But that's the world that we live in.
Como ha dicho el pastor John MacArthur, todo eso va en contra del propósito mismo de la Iglesia. Por tanto, es fundamental entender, recordar que el cristiano, según las Escrituras, es la Iglesia, es parte de la Iglesia no solo en un sentido personal, sino también colectivo. La Escritura enfatiza la importancia de congregarse juntos con otros creyentes, como se menciona en Hebreos 10:25. En este sentido, la Iglesia no son 4 paredes, sino que está compuesta por cada creyente, y la vida de fe se vive tanto de manera personal como en comunidad con otros cristianos.